Hello, Advik. I got your question through my Facebook wall, and I wanted to answer this personally to you and to everybody else watching with a question around depression and how can you think actually positive thought and use the law of attraction when you feel so down and nothing seems to work and you don't seem to be able to elevate your vibration and think positively, or it just happened for a little short time and then it crawls back in the darkness or some difficult, you just don't know how to get out of it. And I replied to you on the Facebook wall, but I wanted to make this answer also available for everyone. And I'm sure a lot of you watching right now have tons of advice to give to Advic. So if you want to post your comments and your own advice on this, please post that as a comment underneath this video or as a video comment. But what I want to tell you right now, and what feels right for me to tell you, is that when I moved from London back to France, I went through a very difficult moment. I had lost my job, I had no more money, and I was going back to my parents. And I have to say, this was the most amazing moment in my life, even though if it was the darkest one. And I think this is a moment where it's such an amazing opportunity to connect to a deeper part of yourself and to connect with your spirit. And so I decided to spend some time in nature, and I was walking as often as possible because frankly, each time somebody was telling me something, or there's just too many things that would come up, and I would be crying all the time and seeing just no light, no tunnel, I had panic attacks, and I really didn't know how to deal with this situation other than go and walk in nature for hours sometimes. And at the time, I just had done an interview with Satish Kumar, and I really encourage you to look him up on the internet or on my web TV or on YouTube. Just type his name. I'll put a link of his videos in the description of this video. But he's all about communicating with nature. And so I found that when you walk outside like this in the middle of the forest, for example, or on the beach, or whatever you have, or even spend some time in a garden or wherever. I know you're based in India, so I'm not sure how it is there, but there is, if you can find a place where you can connect with trees, because I felt that as I was walking, there is this, I kept on saying to myself, actually, I am. And wherever I was walking, I was like, I am. And just allowing this I am without saying anything else. Or sometimes I would say what comes up to my mind. I was seeing myself in each and everything that was around. And as I was walking in nature and doing I am, it was very liberating. And I just started to open up and let the love in, and let allow some of the feelings that I was trying to push away to really sink in, and to live them and cry, and to also reopen my heart. It just happened where all of a sudden I really felt all this love coming in, and I allowed myself to feel it and to get into it and to know that I was deserving of this. And it was easier with trees, because I believe the trees have their soul and there is energy in nature. And it was easier for me to do that than with people, because I felt too vulnerable to do that with people. And as I was opening up, I really got in touch profoundly with my spirit, with the essence, with who I was. And when you get such a glimpse of that, then you can more and more return to this space, and you see that we're all connected and that we're all one, and that you're not alone, you're not separated from anything else, and you just fill yourself up. And you're just you're I am, you're being. And it's so relaxing, and you find the harmony and the peace and the connection. And so I want to say, do that until, do that as much as you can. And give yourself that love and just forgive yourself whatever is needed to forgive yourself. If you have a negative thought, just say, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. And you might want to apply the Ho'oponopono or some other things like that that will just bring you to a place where you're one within yourself. It starts with being one with ourselves, where you reconnect and you feel good, and you just see that in this world there is infinite possibilities, and that you can co-create in each day. And so when you wake up then each day, you embrace life and you thank life, and you'll start to get to a point where you're just in awe and in gratitude each day. And even if there is something that is not exactly working as you want it to, you'll see and you'll understand and know that there is a reason for this. And so going through a depression, some really dark times, is an opportunity for something amazing to open up, and something great will come out of it. And so I know and trust that you have what it takes to make this shift. Just allow it and open yourself up, open your body up and open your arms and look up and allow yourself to receive and to share and to let it flow and let it come out. You have all our support, and I send you much, 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 much love, Advik. And from Chicago to India. Love you. Bye bye.